So if you want to find a comfortable seat, good morning. No rush, we still have 2 minutes. Morning, Maria. So as I said, we still do Zooming. I hope you don't mind having a camera just around, but it's only pointing here, so nobody can see you. And it's a few people. And this is Maria, she is here. She was here 2 weeks ago, which is really super nice. And she was following the whole lockdown on Zooming. It is super nice when people coming still to the Zoom classes. Good morning, Ola. Good morning, Mila. You can grab one of these two or one of these 3 mats. And this will be yours for the rest of your stay. When you can take care of this. Find a comfortable seat. Use a blanket, use a pillow. Pushing with your hands, your flesh to the side. I just would like to quickly check in. Well, these people I know, and these people I know as well. You practiced yoga before. Practiced yoga before? Cool. Gentle reminder, this is just a guideline. So what I'm talking here, please take care of your own energy and of your own body. If you feel you're squeezing yourself into any posture and you can't breathe anymore, breath is like best sign, back up a tiny bit and find again a length of your spine. This is suggestions. And the more honest you practice, the most easier is it for us. It's nice. A few more people locking in. The more honest you practice, the most easy is to adapt and to find what level of practice we can follow for this week. Every week is different. Every body is different. So you don't need to show up and do something you feel it's not your cup of tea. Yeah, that's really important. We are only here together for a week. It's very difficult to really be very, very personal. So we need to find a tiny bit of a group vibe where we can dance together. So please follow your own practice. When you need to amp up a tiny bit more, please feel free. When you need to slow down, please feel free. Yeah? Good morning, everyone. Find a comfortable seat. Use blanket, pillow, resting your hands in front of your belly or on top of your knees, closing your eyes for a moment. And connecting with yourself. Bringing awareness towards yourself. Sensing, how is your breath this morning? And maybe you can lean back a tiny bit, only a tiny bit, as if there is a wall behind you. So you can find a bit more ease in your front side. Being aware of the sounds around you. And being aware of the sounds in you. Sunday morning, for people here in this room, it's the first day. We'll stay, already stayed for some days, or will stay for longer. People at home, it is the resting room, the start of a new space, the Sunday. Maybe you want to set an intention for this week. For people coming to a place like this, what is your longing? What are you looking for? What is your desire for spending time in a place like this? Maybe a big one, maybe a small one, maybe a life-changing one. Maybe simply finding time off. So remember, why do you come to places like this? What is your wish? The closer you stay to yourself, the closer you stay to why you are here, the most you can make out of this week. So let him set this as intention for today and for the week. While you keep on focusing on your breath. And feeling this breath in your belly, taking your pranayama, expanding breath and balancing in with exhaling. So letting your inhaling grow fuller for a count of 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding your breath. With your exhaling, bringing your belly in, sucking this belly in with your exhaling for 2, 1, and gently lifting it up internally towards your heart and back towards your spine. Inhaling for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhaling 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round is 8. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing your concentration. Following counting, following expanding, and balancing in this exhaling, finding your natural breath. Lips gently closed, nostril breathing, tongue releases in your mouth. People used to Ujjayi breath, please feel free using your Ujjayi breath throughout your practice. When you don't know what this is, please let this information pass. We will do Ujjayi the other day. Bringing your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head and start playing a tiny bit as if you want to grab something from a shelf, stretching your softening, connecting with your breath. What we rarely do in the morning, giving yourself a bit of a waking up stretch, interlacing your fingers, bringing your palms of your hands facing up, releasing your shoulders. With your next inhaling, gaze towards your fingers. Exhaling, bring your chin towards your sternum. Inhaling, gazing up. Exhaling, chin, sternum. One more time. Inhaling, gazing up. Exhaling, chin towards your sternum. Planting your hand on the back of your skull. Closing your elbows. Bring some weight from your hands like that weight Gentle stretch in your neck, releasing your shoulders. Stay with your neck where it is, bringing your hands in front of your face, finding this soft touch of your hands. With your next inhaling, with your hands, bring your head back into your neutral, releasing your arms, hands along your body, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, planting your right hand onto the floor, spreading your fingers, bending elbow, reach with your left arm. And making sure you do not curling forward. Stay in your plane. Breathe. Pinky finger turns towards the floor, bending your elbow even a tiny bit more. Breathe. Every inhaling giving you space. Every exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, coming back. Soft touch of your hands. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, giving a bit space from your hands, lifting your elbows, rolling back your shoulders, pressing your hands into each other. Long spine, deep breath. Inhaling, arms over your head, releasing left hand, planting hand, bending elbow, reach with your arm, shoulders far away from your ears, bending your elbow even a tiny bit more. Finding length in your inhaling, exhaling, softening a bit more, inhaling, coming back into your neutral one more time, soft touch of your hands, bringing your prayer, lifting your elbows, pressing your hands into each other, rolling back your shoulders. Inhaling, arms over your head, turning to your right side with your exhaling, gentle twisting, left hand outside, right knee, gaze over your shoulder. Belly breathing, Mula Bandha, pelvis floor active. Inhaling, flow with your arms over your head, lengthening from your spine, left side twisting. Inhaling, reach with your arms over your head. Exhaling, reaching forward, rolling over your knees. Coming into your tabletop, hands under your shoulders, knees hip width apart. Stretching out your left leg, curling your toes under and giving yourself a bit of a rocking forward, rocking back, saying good morning to your wrists, to your shoulders, and releasing tension in your left leg. Inhaling, finding your neutral position, lifting your left leg, reaching forward from your right. Gaze towards the mat. Exhaling, releasing hand, knee, lengthening your right leg, curling your toes. One more time, giving yourself a bit of a rocking forward, rocking back, initiating this push from your toes, finding length in your spine, finding your neutral, lifting your right leg, and you want to stay square with your hips, avoiding dropping to one side, lifting your left arm. Your head is the extension from your spine, finding length in your neck. Exhaling, release, planting your hands, opening your knees, mat width apart, big toes touching, and press yourself in your child pose, Balasana, always available throughout your practice. When you feel you need to slow down, please find your child pose, avoiding sitting up, looking around, start to judge, to evaluate. Resting your shoulders, breathing into your kidneys. Inhaling, planting your hands back under your shoulders, bringing your knees back under your hips, curling your toes, lifting your knees only 2-3 centimeters, rolling back your shoulders, spreading your fingers wide, and stay here for a moment. Breath, only 2-3 centimeters, and Sina, spreading your fingers. Breath. Breath, lifting your left knee as if you want to bring your left foot on the back of your skull, opening your chest. Exhaling, coming back down, lifting your right knee, and your left knee stays over the floor. Breathe, gaining a bit more energy. Exhaling, release, bending your knees. One more child pose, letting your palms of your hands facing towards the ceiling. Forehead touches the floor. Tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, come into your kneeling, your hands on your knees. When this is difficult for your knees, you always can use a block between your heels, bringing yourself a tiny bit higher, or you're folding your mat to make this a bit more softer for your knees when people have sensitive knees. Planting your hands on your thighs, letting yourself taking a couple of cat-cows in your kneeling. So you're inhaling, gazing forward, arching your spine, exhaling, rounding from your belly button, rounding back, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Finding your maximum movement. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, and stay here for a moment. Activating your Mula Bandha, deep down pelvis floor, lifting it gently up, belly button, pressing back, creating space, releasing your neck, inhaling, rolling back, arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head, come into your kneeling, exhaling, hinging forward, bringing your forehead onto the floor, arms behind you, inhaling, coming up, exhaling. You want to working your core, so you're pressing your belly, coming with your forehead, arms floating up. 2 more times, inhaling, exhaling, Inhaling. Exhaling. And your last time, inhaling. Exhaling. Staying here for a moment, spreading your fingers wide. Pushing with your hands back, lifting up your spine, coming back into your kneeling, inhaling your arms, exhaling, planting your hands onto the floor, coming into your cat, gazing forward, curling your toes, find your first downward facing dog, paddling your feet, spreading these fingers wide. Do not walk your hands far, further away. When you come down onto your knees, hands, shoulders, knees, hips, you do not want to walk your hands further away or closer. This is the right distance. Even your heels can't come down. It doesn't matter. Mila, softening in your elbows and pressing your hands into the floor. Really spreading your fingers wider. Deepening your breath, finding movement, helping you to opening up. Stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling. Stay square with your hips and start circling with your ankles or making some nice little circles, changing direction. Circling from your knee, getting to know this knee joint and feeling this movement in your hip. Changing direction, warming up your joint. We tend to get very stiff. Inhaling, lifting your leg, exhaling, bending your knee towards your chest and stepping your right foot between your hands in your long runner's lunge, fingers onto the floor, opening your chest and smiling, rolling back your shoulders, Maria. Breath. Exhaling, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, planting your right foot back, and you want to work your left side. Inhaling your left leg, staying square with your hips, and start circling with your foot around your ankle, saying a bit good morning, changing side. Finding length, getting to know your knee, and feeling this movement in your hips. Bringing back your leg with your inhaling. In your neutral, exhaling, bending your knee towards your chest. When you want to step forward, finding your gaze. So you want to gaze long, fingertips opening chest, bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Use your blocks when your arms are a tiny bit short. Breathe. Exhaling, swinging your leg back. Exhaling, stepping your foot next to your right. Inhaling in your high plank. Releasing your knees, your toes, pulling your hands towards your heart. Chin chest, meeting the floor. Inhaling, sneaking forward in your mini cobra. Coming onto your fingertips, 10 toes pressing into the floor. Lifting your chest, elbows glued to your body. Elbows glued to your body. Mila, bring your elbows. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling, coming down. Stay on your fingertips. Inhaling 2 more times. 10 toes pressing into the floor. Lifting yourself up, maybe a tiny bit higher. Elbows. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling. Exhaling, coming back down. Planting your hands, curling your toes, rooting down from your knees, pushing your seat, lengthening your spine, forehead meeting the floor. Inhaling, hands sliding under your shoulders, lifting your seat, downward facing dog, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking your feet forward between your hands, hip widths apart, hugging your elbows, ragdoll, letting your elbows swinging one side and the other side. Breath. Releasing your elbows, inhaling, lengthening legs, lengthening spine, bringing your hands on your knees and giving yourself a bit of a massage on your knees, feeling this kneecap moving and behind your knees. Connecting knees with your feet and your hips, releasing your hands along your shin bones. You always can bending your knees, bringing your hands behind on your heels, inhaling along your calf muscles, lengthening, bringing your hands on your sit bones, opening your chest. Breathe, lengthening your spine. Bringing your hands around in your inner groins, pressing them against your thighs. Breathe, exhaling, sliding forward. Breathe. You want to take one more round. So your hands on your heels, coming up on your calf muscles, behind your knees, along your hamstrings, bringing them towards your sit bones, lengthening your spine, spreading your toes, bringing your hands around in your inner groins, creating a tiny bit more space. Exhaling, sliding forward. With your next inhaling, come in your standing, long legs, long spine, arms flowing. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, close your eyes. Do you remember your intention for this week, staying here or in your daily life at home? Setting an intention, helping you to focus, and intentions, wishing they can manifest quite quickly in your life. Releasing your arms, taking a sun salutation, sweep your arms over your head, folding forward, long spine, bending your knees, stepping your right foot back, long runner's lunge, inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog, inhaling in your high plank, exhaling, knees, chin, chest, Naomi, bring your elbows, knees, chin, chest, inhaling, sneaking forward, exhaling in your downward facing dog, spreading your fingers wide, rolling back your shoulders, long spine, stay. Breath. One more inhaling. Inhaling your right leg towards the ceiling, stepping through your right leg, inhaling long runner's lunge. Can you help with your hand? Bring your foot a tiny bit further, your foot over your knee, inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, both feet coming halfway. For some people, stay with your fingers or coming higher. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling in your standing. Bring your prayer in front of your chest. Tadasana, mountain. Stay. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Inhaling, fingers. Exhaling, folding forward, long legs, long spine. Stepping your left foot back, long runners lunge, fingertips in. Exhaling, stepping back, downward facing dog. Stay with your hands, do not move. Inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling, knees, toes, chin, chest, meeting the floor. Inhaling, sneak in your cobra. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog. Feeling your fingers spreading wide. Sina, spreading your fingers. Fingers spreading wide, protecting your wrists. And turning your feet are a tiny bit far away. Yeah, we need to see what you do. Bending your knees and lifting your seat. Bending your knees, lifting your seat. This is it. Bending your knees, lifting your seat. Fight. This is it. Breath. Staying one more breath. Inhaling, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands. Long runners lunge with your inhaling. Exhaling, both feet together in front. Coming halfway, maybe your fingertips staying on the floor or you're lifting yourself up. Folding forward, exhaling, gaze to your belly button. Inhaling, one breath. Standing, prayer, Tadasana. Inhaling, exhaling, gathering this energy in your heart. Inhaling, fingers. Folding forward from your exhaling. One more round, stepping your right foot back. Long runners lunge. Inhaling. Exhaling, stepping back, down dog. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, knees, chin, chest, toes staying down. Inhaling, Bhujangasana. Exhaling, down dog. Stepping your feet, right leg. Inhaling. Exhaling, stepping your right foot between. Long runners lunge. Inhaling. Exhaling, step. Inhaling halfway, folding forward with your exhaling. Inhaling in your standing. Exhaling, bringing your prayer front of your chest. Tadasana. Breath. Inhaling. Exhaling your prayer. Inhaling, reach, left side, folding forward, stepping your left foot back, long runners lunge, inhaling, exhaling, stepping back, down dog, inhaling, high plank, exhaling, knees, chin, chest, sneaking cobra, exhaling, down dog, stepping feet, left leg, inhaling, exhaling, left foot, long runners lunge, stepping together. Inhaling halfway, folding. Inhaling in your standing. Bring your prayer. Tadasana. Breathe. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your right foot back, releasing your knee, releasing your toes, lengthening your front leg, pressing your left foot into the floor, releasing your neck. Breathe. Squaring your hips. Inhaling, bending your front knee, coming onto your fingertips, gazing forward. Exhaling, pushing your hips back, lengthening your front Inhaling, bending knee, gazing. Exhaling, pushing your hips. Inhaling, bending your front knee, arms on your side. Sweep your arms, crescent moon lunge. Do not bring weight on your knee. Barbara, stay forward. You don't want to bring weight on your knee. Maybe you stay supporting you with your fingers, staying here, or you bring your hands on your knees. Breathe. For some people, sweep your arms out. Exhaling, planting your hands, curling your back toes, stepping back, finding your hip length, heart between your hands. Always available. When this is too much, you can always releasing your knees to support yourself, or you're pushing with your heels. For some people, this is good enough. You want to stay here. Do not take more vinyasas. Or you find your child pose, or you come in your downward facing dog. Please choose what you need, and you do not do what your neighbor is doing. Maybe Chaturanga, Dandasana, upward facing dog, or knees, chin, chest, rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. Taking a big, big inhaling with your nose, exhaling with your mouth open. Two more times, inhaling. One more inhaling. Shaking your head, making some funky faces. Nobody can see you. Really facing now with this mask. Taking off your mask, your inner mask. Breathe, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, walking, stepping between your hands. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhaling. One breath, standing, prayer, Tadasana. Inhaling, exhaling in your prayer. Inhaling your fingers while your feet pressing down, folding forward, left side stepping back, releasing your knee, your toes, right foot pressing into the floor. Maybe you need to come a tiny bit closer with your hands. You want to stretching out your IT band and your hamstrings. So your foot pressing down. Press. Inhaling, bending your knee, gazing between your hands. Exhaling, pressing your hips back. Keep on moving. Inhaling, bending your knee. Stay with your foot pressing down when you breathe. Coming back, foot pressing down, shooting back with your hips. This is it. Inhaling, bending your knee. Exhaling. Two more times. Inhaling, bending your knees, stay. Crescent moon lunge when this is available for you, or you bring one hand on one knee, or both hands, or you sliding your arms. Breathe. One more thing. Exhaling, planting your hands onto the floor, stepping back into your high plank. Please choose for yourself. Do you practice what your neighbor is practicing? Do you follow your own energy? Any options you would like to take? Chaturanga, Dandasana, upward facing dog, knees, chin, chest. Stay for a moment in your child pose. Find what you need. Downward facing dog, you want to join, and 3 more times with deep exhaling, inhaling with your nose, exhaling. Inhaling with your nose, inhaling your nose, exhaling, shaking your neck, Squeezing your face. Where are your fingers? Nourish yourself. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, walking, stepping your feet together. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward, exhaling. One breath, standing. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, stepping your feet together, bending your knees. Utkatasana, first letting your arms swinging. With your next inhaling, pressing your feet, bending your knees, lifting your prayer, long spine, making sure you do not letting your belly dropping forward, tailbone between your heels. Breathe, and your arms want to work a tiny bit, releasing your arms facing back. Inhaling, softening in your shoulders. Like wings, your arms, gentle, inhaling. Inhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, forward, fold. Exhaling, stay. Bending your knees always, bend your knees. Inhaling, bending your knees, stepping your right foot back, stay on your toes, coming halfway in your aeroplane. Breathe. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more, opening your chest towards your left side, planting your right hand on your floor, opening your left arm towards the ceiling, other side, Katrin, other side, twisting, breathe. Breath. It doesn't matter which foot is in front. You want to twist? No, other side, other side. You want to bring the other, this is it. Inhaling, exhaling, planting your hand onto the floor, stepping back, find your hip length. Please choose Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chin, chest, or you find any variation. Breathe. When you come down, please spreading your fingers. Breath. Breath. Stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling, bending your knee, lifting your knee towards the ceiling, and your right foot comes towards your left side. Gaze under your left armpit. Inhaling, bringing your leg back into your neutral, stepping your right leg through long runner's lunge, gazing forward, stepping both feet together in front, coming halfway, inhaling, exhaling, Uttanasana, bending knees, Utkatasana, inhaling, releasing your shoulders, breathe, pinky finger towards each other, bending your knees, long spine. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, closing your eyes for a moment. Follow this breath, walking consciously, slowly, following breath, calming mind, setting intention, focus. Utkatasana with arms swinging, bending your knees, letting your arms swing, releasing this way. Inhaling arms, exhaling, letting them play a tiny bit, finding range. Inhaling, exhaling, knees bending, inhaling. Inhaling. Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale. Stepping your left foot back. Coming halfway. Aeroplane. Releasing your left arm, right hand on your right knee, or open your right arm. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Breathe. Breathe. Ola, soften your elbow. You're pressing your elbow. Breathe. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Or using a block. Bending. This is it. Bending a bit more, pushing your heel. Wonderful. Breathe. Breathe. One more inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back in your high plank. Please choose what you would like. Vinyasa, knees, chin, chest, stay in your down dog. Always available, your child pose. Pacing yourself. Breath. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Breathe. Balancing your inhaling with your exhale. Softening, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, walking, stepping forward. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward. In your exhaling, Utkatasana. Inhaling, rolling back yourself. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, Trikonasana, triangle. Stepping your left foot back, opening, lengthening both of your legs, left hand on your left hip. First, you want to help opening your hip, a long spine. And then from here, you're lifting your left arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. There are many ways you can come into your Trikonasana. Breathe, making sure your head is the extension of your spine. Your shoulders releasing. As if there is somebody pulling you up. Come into your standing, bringing both hands on your hips, both feet facing in your center. Maybe you want to open up a tiny bit more. Outer edges, pressing into the floor, inner arches, lifting up, bringing your hands around, opening your chest with your inhaling, folding forward from your hips, releasing your hands under your shoulders, finding a long spine. First a long spine, and then you gently can folding in, walking your hands between your feet, lengthening your spine or walking them through. And when you're walking through, maybe you want to bring your backside of your hands towards the floor to releasing your shoulders. Inhaling, coming back with your hands under your shoulders, stay with your hips over your feet, walking your arms forward, spreading your fingers, open-legged, down dog. Inhaling, walking your hands back into under your shoulders, and you're letting your right foot opening up towards your right side, bending your right knee. Inhaling back into your neutral, parallel your right foot, opening your left foot, bending your knee, and keep on working a tiny bit like this, making sure your knee is always over your foot so you do not hurting in your knee. letting yourself warming up the hips a tiny bit more. Inhaling, coming back, your toes pointing towards the center, bringing your hands on your hips, elbows pointing towards the ceiling. Inhaling, in your standing, releasing your arms behind, interlacing your fingers, pushing your hands, exhaling, folding forward. Breath. Inhaling, pushing with your hands back, lifting your heart, coming halfway. Exhaling, releasing your hands, walking your hands towards your front foot, gazing forward with your inhaling, bending your knees, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Please choose down dog, child pose, taking a vinyasa of your choice. Inhaling, spreading your fingers, Jenny, Sina. Let's meet everyone in downward facing dog. Stay to balance. Lifting your left leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, open it 45 degrees and come in your Trikonasana, right hand on your right hip. You can stay here or you're lifting your right arm towards the ceiling. You have blocks around, please using your blocks. And Ola, see that you bring your arm in line with your other arm. So your upper arm finds alignment with your shoulder. Breathe. You have a very flexible lower back. So you need to make sure to not fall into your lower back. Breathe, long spine. Breathe. Taking one deep, more inhaling. Exhaling, as if there is somebody pulling you up. Come into your standing. And this time you want to bring your toes facing outside, bringing your heels inside, hands on your hips, lengthening your legs, and your knees are bending. Inhaling, lifting yourself up. Exhaling, making sure your spine is long. Inhaling. Exhaling, staying. Rooting down from your balls of your feet, lifting your heels. Sorry, cyberspace, you can't see me. Breathe. Exhaling, releasing your heels, arms on your sides. Sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, bringing your arms on your side, bending your elbows, bending your knees. And we want to take 3 lion breaths. So you're squeezing your face, squeezing, inhaling, opening eyes, tongue come out. Inhaling, bringing it all in, exhaling. Inhaling, bringing it all in, exhaling. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, bringing your hands on your hips, bending your knees one more time, lifting your heels, folding forward, halfway. Breathe, so you're lifting. Can you see me hopefully? No, you still can't see. So you want to come here, folding forward, lengthening. And from here, you're opening your arms towards your side, index finger and thumb want to meet. Breath. Breathe. Exhaling, releasing your arms, bringing your feet parallel and walking your toes a tiny bit inside. One more open-legged down dog, making sure your weight is over your feet. You're spreading your fingers. Breathe. Inhaling, walking your hands back into your neutral and walking your hands forward to a long runner's lunge, gazing forward with your inhaling. Exhaling, stepping back, finding your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together. What we forgot before is lifting your left leg, bending your knee, and you want to give yourself here one more opening on your left side. Gaze under your right armpit. Inhaling, lengthening your left leg, stepping your left foot between your hands. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, both feet in front, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhaling. One breath in your standing. Bring your prayer in front of your chest. One more, Tadasana, mountain. Stepping your feet together, taking a balancing pose, hands on your hips, long spine, inner gaze, inner vrishti, concentration. Lifting your right knee, interlacing your fingers and bringing your hands under your knee. Inhaling, lengthening your leg. Exhaling, pointing with your toes. Inhaling, lengthening. And inhaling, lengthening. Inhaling, lengthening. Stay. You can stay holding, or you're releasing your hands on your hips, arms over your head, making sure you do not leaning back. Long neck, smiling face. One more inhaling. Exhaling, bending your knee towards your chest, lift. Exhaling, planting your foot, giving yourself a bit of a shaking here. Softening. And you want to take the other side. Long legs, right side. Long left side, lifting. Hands under your head, under your knees, sorry. Lifting yourself up first. You want to find a long spine. It's okay to stay here or with your inhaling, lengthening, pushing with your ball of your foot forward, exhaling, folding, flexing your, no, not flexing, sorry. Bending. Inhaling, pushing with your ball of your foot. Exhaling, inhaling. Inhaling, stay. Hands, hips, arms over your head. Letting yourself grow. Raise, foot pressing down, arms reaching. This is it. Rooting down. Concentrate internally. Inhaling, bending your knee towards your chest. Exhaling, planting your foot and letting yourself shake one more time. Dancing in your hips. Stacking your feet together, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, folding forward. Exhaling, bending your knees, lifting your heels and your seat, meeting your heels, your hands on your knees. Breath. Palms of your hands opening, index finger and thumb. And you want to narrow your gaze. So you bring your gaze more into and more into. Maybe there can be moments you can dare to closing your eyes for a moment and then letting them blinking open. You can working like this, your balance, or maybe you want to try an arm balance. You're letting your knees opening towards the side, releasing your hands under your shoulders, making sure they are not too far away and not too close towards your toes. So they are under your shoulders, spreading your fingers wide. Gazing forward while you're pressing your hands, you want to bending your elbows and opening your chest. From here, lifting yourself up. Stay soft in your elbows. You need to gazing forward while you're planting your knees under your armpits, on your upper arms, and maybe gently you dare bringing some weight on your hands. Take it gentle. Take it slow. You need to gaze forward. Breathe. In your crow pose, take it gentle. People used to the practice, maybe you want to jumping back, taking a vinyasa. Lily, jumping back from your belly, there, like you're jumping up on your board. Breathe. Taking your last vinyasa. Or every other one can come with your down dog. Bending your knees, child pose, fingers meeting your toes, forehead touching your floor. So. Tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine. Vertebra for vertebra, come in, you're kneeling, letting yourself sitting on one side, swinging your legs in front, Paschimottanasana, west side stretch, long legs, long spine. When you know you are a tiny bit tight, please bending your knees and rooting down from your heels. You do not want to folding forward like this. This hurts your lower back, your neck, your shoulders. So please, people have different measures, so you can bring your heels down, knees lifting, inhaling, arms folding forward, releasing yourself. You want to slowing down, using this warmth of your muscles to give yourself a bit of a stretching. While you're folding forward, upper body meets lower body. Lower body meets upper body. Balancing your nervous system, these two parts, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Exhaling in your sitting. Bending your right knee. Planting your right foot on the outside of your right sit bone. So you want to bring it a tiny bit more onto the side. Both shoulders coming in between your legs. You're reaching forward from your right arm. And you're reaching forward from your left. Your right arm gonna hugging your right knee, and you're reaching around with your left arm, finding a bind. When this is difficult, please stay with your left hand supporting you in front of you, and you want to make sure it's See now that your knee do not float towards the side. You're hurting your hip. So plant with your foot, reaching forward from your right, from your left. Planting your foot, your knee points towards the ceiling. This is it. And maybe you can walking your right arm just a tiny bit onto your side. Doesn't matter if you find a bind. Inhaling, coming back into your sitting, lengthening your right, bending your left. Your left foot comes on the outside of your left sit bone. Both shoulders inside. Bring your foot a tiny bit more to this side, Ola. Bring your foot, yes, that you have, bring your, this is it. Reaching forward from both of your arms. You want to find openness. We've been working this part. Left arm reaches around, and please stay with your left arm when you need, only on your side. Or you can finding a bind, squaring your hips, squaring your shoulders, folding forward when this is available. Please stay with your hands supporting you. Breath. Flexing your front foot, Jenny. Breath. Some asanas are super easy, some asanas a bit more challenging. How do you relate to this? Breathe. Obstacles in our way. We want to be gentle, walking slowly, bracing. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral, lengthening your legs, elbows on your ribs, and walking forward. First 3 quarters of your mat, folding in your knees, reaching forward, and slowly, slowly coming down. We want to take a couple of steps. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, first sacrum, lower back. Inhaling, coming back. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, coming back. Exhaling, lowering down a tiny bit more between your shoulder blades. Inhaling. Exhaling. Arms over your head, lengthening your legs, coming back up, starting with your fingers, your top of your head. Imagine what you are longing for. Why you are here is sitting in front of you. Arms folding forward. Inhaling. Exhaling, rolling back. One more time with your arms over your head. And taking your wish, your desire, reaching towards it. Reach, 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 coming in your sitting, folding forward. And your last time. Exhaling your arms. Inhaling. And reaching, 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 reaching. Inhaling, sitting. Exhaling, coming back onto your spine, bending your left knee, hugging your left knee towards your chest while your shoulders releasing. Breath. Lengthening your left leg towards the ceiling, flexing your foot and letting your heel be your guidance. Slowly, slowly coming down onto the floor. Bending your right knee towards your chest. Lifting your right leg towards the ceiling, flexing your foot and slowly coming down with your leg. Inhaling, bending both of your knees towards your chest, hugging them closely, squeeze your body. Planting your feet, hip width apart onto the floor, arms on your side, pressing your feet, lifting your hips, a very gentle bridge, arms over your head, pressing your feet, Exhaling, bringing your spine, bringing your arms back. One more time. Inhaling, your feet pressing, lifting your hips. A very gentle breath. Palms of your hands facing up. Stay with your arms where they are, releasing your spine vertebra for vertebra, chin towards your sternum, lengthening your legs, giving yourself a playful stretching, massaging yourself into your last asana, into your shavasana. Letting your legs separating, arms next to your body, rolling back your shoulders, palms of your hands facing up, closing your eyes. Jenny, all okay? Find your shavasana, letting your toes softening. Letting your soles of your feet opening up, your thighs, your calf muscles. Your hips growing heavy. Your spine long, your belly soft. Your chest relaxing, releasing. Your fingers might curling in. Your head heavy. Your face soft. Your eyes turning in. Your lips gentle. Your tongue is being aware of this inner sound in you. And this sound of daily life. And there is my favorite poem. Some of you heard it already. I found it so adequate for these times of challenges. If the mountain seems too big today, then climb a hill instead. If the morning brings you sadness, it's okay to stay in bed. If the day ahead weighs heavy and your plans feel like a curse, there is no shame in rearranging. Don't make yourself feel worse. If a shower stings like needles and a bath feels like you're drawn, if you haven't washed your hair for days, don't throw away your crown. A day is not a lifetime. A rest is not defeat. Don't think of it as failure, just a quiet, kind retreat. It's okay to take a moment from an anxious, fractured mind. The world will not stop turning while you get realigned. The mountains will still be there. When you want to try again, you can climb it in your own time. Just love yourself till then. And gently and slowly reconnecting with your breath. Reconnecting with this inner movement and letting your breath growing stronger and fuller. Feeling this movement in your fingers, in your toes, and letting it start to play. Maybe spontaneous movement one to happening, like a touch or a stretching. Or you feel ready, you can folding in your knees towards your chest and flow to your right side. Bring your left hand in front of your chest and press yourself up. Find a comfortable seat, planting your hands in Anjali Mudra, closing your eyes. Remember your last time, your intention for this week, big, small, trusting every little wish, every desire can be manifested. We need to stay focused. Trust your own visualization, your own imagination. To finish and seal this practice, let's finish with 3 deep, long sounding Oms, starting together, following your own pace, your own breath. Remembering this universe is chanting with us, and there will be, even we can't hear this from other people, there will be many, many people right now in this moment chanting Om in this world. Inhaling. Thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much. Enjoy your breakfast waiting for you. Thank you.